I made it through the wilderness. Somehow I made it through. Didn't know how lost I was until I found you. I was sad. I always get stuck on this. I was sad and blue, but you made me feel. Yeah, you made me feel shiny and new, like a virgin. You guys, I just wanted to dance to that song on my video. I heard it playing at one of the celebrations in the US for, I don't want to get political, but I have just been my heart was so elated to see all of the Americans coming together and celebrating. It's been such a hard year, and it just invigorated me. I'm not in a city where I could go out and enjoy that, and I used to be in Philly, which I would have loved to just be in that energy, but I had to watch it all from my living room, which was a-okay because I enjoyed it. I really did. It doesn't have anything to do with whatever. It's just the energy of unity and love, and it kind of reminded me of like the 80s, like gay pride movement or whatever. Just, you know, I love being around that kind of energy. So and they were playing that at one of the San Francisco videos I saw. So ever since, that song's been in my head, and I wanted to share my vibes with you. So I know it seems kind of bipolar because last night I was super emotional on my channel, which, you know, it is part of my female cycle. It affected me, but so much happened this weekend, and I definitely wanted to come on and share in this regard. Yeah, it was just, you know, what happened for me is that I'm really hard on myself as a Capricorn, and, you know, it's been 4 years since my masculine, and my masculine shined a lot of lights on me that made me feel like because I was a certain way, I was unlovable. And he kind of shamed me a lot for aspects of myself, or I can't blame him, but he made me feel, because of his decisions, that it was to do with aspects of me. And I put a lot of pressure on myself to never be that girl again. I did so much to change both on the outside and inside. When I was involved with my masculine, I was like 250 pounds. I drank a lot with him, and we were neighbors, and I chain smoked cigarettes on this stoop, and I haven't done any of that actually lately. So I'm actually need to be grateful because I haven't been that girl. But anytime I'm taken back to that girl, I get really, really upset because I feel like if I'm still that girl, then that means that he still can't love me. And so I've been really putting myself out there and getting, you know, having other people that I'm meeting through online sites, and they're treating me in a way that he treated me. And it's making me feel like shiny and new. Just kidding. It's making me feel like I haven't grown. It's taking me back to that part of me. And there's just so many lessons within this. I want to play a song. I want to play my background music, but I just have to set it up. So it's actually weird because I was sobbing in my video last night, and it was like a tropical storm here, and I woke up and the roads are flooded, like my heart. And so it helps me to come on here and talk about these things because it's a lot to do with self-forgiveness. That's why I posted the song this morning from Sex and the City. And also, when I did my channel Love Letter, and I know this in my heart, that my masculine actually really loves me because he let me go to help me grow. I always say that. And it wasn't the same as every other guy because I know that he was my past lover. I know that it was a deep connection. And although he never would commit to me or anything like that, we've had a 4-year run of like, he's given me a lot of energy. He's come over my house a lot to talk to me about stuff. He's tried to help me process it. He's tried from his most awakened self, which is not very awakened, to help me process what happened with him. And he's given me all that he can. And so I can get emotional again. It's so weird. But I think also what happened this weekend was that you guys keep telling me how to do this. I let people into my energetic world who I just beat myself up because I'm like, I shouldn't be talking to this. I shouldn't be entertaining this. Why am I not better? Why am I not healed? I've done so much. So I got gastric sleeve surgery, which is not just a physical surgery. It's a huge emotional undertaking of self-love and commitment. And I'm a Taurus Chiron. So my whole life I've used food as comfort. That's what Taurus Chiron is. And actually I was born in Chiron reverse, I realized. So there's a lot to do with physical, my physical body, especially as an earth sign and having a lot of earth in my chart, that, and I don't believe in elective surgery. I don't believe in drastic things like that. So I've been holistic and I've had health issues my whole life. So for me to do that huge undertaking, it was a big, to the universe, like I am putting my health before my addiction. And so that was a huge emotional undertaking. I went to India and did yoga training the year that I was involved with my masculine, and I was very overweight and I was the only American. I don't feel like anyone there liked me because they thought I was representing Trump, which I never have. But for you guys who do, I have tons of friends who do, so I don't really care to get political. But anyways, my point is that I had a very hard traumatic situation doing India as a overweight American amongst vegan, European, people who like saw me as a typical American, right? Wanting to eat meat, whatever. It was just a very weird experience. So, but I was overweight, so that alone made me stick out like a sore thumb. It was very hard. I was in India in the summer. I did so much to grow from him, and then I haven't drank in a year. That's to do with health problems, and I got sick. Then, I just had the gallbladder surgery. It was just one thing after another, and so it just is very discouraging to me that when I'm treated like the girl that he met, because I feel like I've been through so much, and it's so, my self-growth and my ascension and my spirituality and my soul is so important for me. So anyways, I didn't even want to cut on here and be intense because I wasn't, but then I'm talking about it again. But I apologize for last night's reading just because I let people into my energy that shouldn't be in, and I hope that I believe my message that I channeled was very good, very authentic, very true from the masculine, but my energies were being very affected because of my choices, and that's a hard pill to swallow, but I also have to have forgiveness. So, okay, so, oh shoot, why is it saying this is plugged in? God. Okay, well, I'm charging my phone. Something that keeps coming up, it came up 3 times in my channeled love letter last night, guys, if you watched. Secrets. The secretive card came up 3 times, and then this morning I pulled Secret Garden from the pick a card that Rising Sun Oracle did of my deck. And so I definitely feel that the masculine right now is, I think the feminine knows a lot of his secrets, but he keeps his inner world very secretive to the people in his physical world. But secrets may be coming out right now. So, that's something I feel is happening. I'm going to say no reversals right now. I don't want to complicate things. So let's see what is going on with the masculine. I had some other downloads that I wanted to share, but I did want to share my situation because Because of the wonderful things he does, the universe. Da, 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 da. We're off to see the wizard. Oh my God, that's so funny because so my best friend along this journey, who we're no longer friends anymore, that's kind of what happens along the journey. We were holding each other's hands through the fire for 3 years, and the pandemic started, a lot happened, but she called herself Dorothy and I called myself Alice, of Alice in Wonderland, and we were always like, you know, that meme, but we did it before that meme came out. That shit got I've seen some weird shit. Because she felt like lost and she was just trying to find home, and I'm just like going through all these weird characters, and I'm Alice from Alice in Wonderland. And people write Alice on my Starbucks cup. What was I gonna say about that? And that's all I have to say about that, Queen of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay, the Lovers, the Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. These are my two cards. The Devil. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, so someone once wrote, how do I know you're talking for me? You're talking for you. It sounds like your story. Well, God and the universe put me here as a divine feminine who has gone through stuff because I'm mirroring your story, okay? It's about me sharing my story, but you guys relating. So yes, it is going to be a lot about me, but it's happening to me for you guys. For me, I'm a vessel, okay? As all readers, all light workers are. I'm not anything special, but my North Node is in Gemini, so I believe that my mission, my soul destiny is to communicate my experience, and I do feel like that is my gift of articulation of my feelings. And so this is so interesting. So what I want to channel right now is that, oh, and that's what I was going to say. The reason why I'm sharing all this is because it's very important to me, not what my masculine thinks or feels. It has nothing to do with that. It's how do I want to carry myself? How do I want to show up? Am I showing up authentically? Am I aligned with my best self? And am I making decisions for my best self? Because if I'm not, I'm really freaking upset about it, because I put a lot of standards on myself, okay? So let me show you guys. I got Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, which is Capricorn and Scorpio. This is all me. I'm Capricorn, Scorpio, okay? But this is also me losing my footing and getting very emotional, okay? There's two sides of me, and a lot of times I think I present, you guys feel my heart, you feel my softness, people have said, are you a Cancer? I don't have, actually my love, I found out my love life is ruled by Cancer, the moon or whatever, but I don't have any Cancer placements actually. But anyways, let me get to the point of this. So we've got the grounded side and the emotional side, which is what you guys could be battling right now as well. Then we've got Temptation Eyes. I put that as we've got a temptation here, the devil. Now, everyone that comes in your life doesn't have good intentions for you, but I always feel like God and the universe use even the devil energies to propel you into your destiny. So I do feel like everything negative can be turned to a positive, okay? Now, what happened with me this weekend, this is all, and then we have the Lovers and Five of Pentacles. Abandonment wounds being triggered by other people, reminding you of your masculine, ultimately reminding you of yourself, because that's what the whole point of the masculine is. They're a reflection back of you, okay? So a lot of you guys might be experiencing, because your masculine didn't love you, because your masculine abandoned you, you attribute this to your sense of self-worth. But this also happened because your masculine was just mirroring a wound that you already had to begin with. So your masculine isn't the originator of this. There's some where in your life, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be in this lifetime, some past life karma, some heavy load you're carrying where you feel like because you were abandoned, you weren't lovable. And you have to be very, very careful when you're talking to people who are not spiritually inclined, because even people who they're well-meaning, but when you tell people you've been dealing with someone who, let's say, just used you for sex or whatever, it seems very karmic, it seems very devil-ish. But the thing is, those are still souls, even though they may be a very dirty, toxic, devilish soul here on earth. They're still souls, and there's still a soul contract there, even if it seems like on the 3D they were just using you. But their soul was drawn to you. Their soul chose you to use, okay? So there's a point that I'm trying to make here, is that I believe in the soul of every person I'm interacting with, even if they're toxic, because I believe there's a contract that we had. And on some level, if someone hurts you, I always think on some level their soul actually, you're indebted to their soul from a past life, or their soul loves you so much that it hurts you to be a mirror. And so I was dealing with this guy, and he sort of treated me, you know, like he was just looking for something physical or whatever. But I actually have so much compassion for him, because I know I'm a divine feminine, and I know no matter how I present on the 3D, there's something within me that's very powerful that makes people scared and look at themselves. And even if it seems like they were just using me and then they bolted, I know it's because my light blinded them, and they couldn't, it was so severe the way I made them face themselves. So I still see them as a soul. I don't see them as just a fuckboy or whatever. But they are. I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt, but I have so much compassion and understanding in my heart that we're all souls just trying to figure it out, that people don't mean to be in this devil energy. You know, when they're in that, they are being taken over by the devil, and you have to pray for them, because they're not healthy. Their choices aren't to be valued the way you may value them. But it's also about you making healthy decisions for yourself. And that's where I get hard on myself, because you know, there's a part of me that's very practical and very grounded, and then there's a part of me that's very emotional, and that's also the wounded part of us, okay? So what I feel is that you guys may be experiencing like lovers karmic lovers, okay? What's the song I just thought of? Part-time lover, do 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 do. You know, that's why I started the reading with a song, because normally I would be playing songs throughout this, but YouTube will cut it off and say it's copyright certain songs. So if that one doesn't work out, like a virgin, I'll just cut out the beginning, and now you'll hear me talking about it at 1742, and you'll be like, what the hell is she talking about? And it'll be because I had to cut out the beginning where I was dancing to Like a Virgin. Touched for the... And it's so funny, every time I hear that song, I changed it when I was younger with my friends. Touch for the 23rd time. So I literally sing it like that, and if anyone was in the car with me, they'd be like, what? So yeah, but I imagine, you know, so I'm talking about the feminine right now. Let's get into the masculine. Where's the masculine? This is the feminine's going through karmic lovers, and it's for her. Okay, so it is for her to heal parts of herself, but it's also for her to realize that she is, the first card I pulled last night in the channel love letter is she's flawless. She doesn't have to, nothing can change. Nothing's gonna change my love for you. She doesn't have to be, her masculine actually never, it wasn't that he didn't accept her because she had these flaws. He loved her, but he wanted her to show up as authentically and healthily in her own life. So that's why he rejected her. It's not, nothing's gonna change the love from your masculine. If you fuck up and you're the worst version of yourself, guess who loves you the most unconditionally? You're masculine. So you don't have to worry about that. It's not about him loving you. It's about you feeling like you're being authentic. This is the Trapped in Toxicity from Angelic Revelation 144. Defensiveness is my protection. This is what I'm saying. So this guy, he pursued me, whatever, and he blocked me, and then he unblocked me and pulled me in again, and then he blocked me again. I brought up something in him, but it's not about him. It's about, did I carry myself the way I want? No, I didn't. So, you know, when I draw boundaries, I should stick to them. That's something I'm learning here, okay? I don't know how to receive love in a relationship. I have never experienced real love. You know, when a divine feminine shows up in anyone's life, it is a light. It is a strong light. And if that masculine has any defensiveness to love, he's going to cut it off. Blocked Oh my God, you guys, this is crazy. Blocked and forgiveness. Whoa. Okay, I blocked you when you didn't reply for fear you would at the wrong time. I am so sorry. It was for your protection and mine. You know, I triggered something in this guy because I gave him a run for his money. He was a doctor, and I started talking about my diagnosis, and anyways, we fought a lot. But then we have forgiveness. I forgive my karmic partner to set myself free. They are a human being who got consumed by bitterness and overtaken by demons. I pray for them to set free, but I no longer want to be in a relationship with them. So you could love someone who has demons, and you can forgive them even, but that doesn't mean you have to subject yourself to their energy, okay? I love when bad things happen to me because I always reframe them into a positive experience, and I always allow it to bring me onto this channel and to help illuminate the way for others. And I'm saying that in a sarcastic way, but this is true. I want to break out into song over everything I'm saying because part of why I'm a little manic right now is because Starbucks were all closed because it's flooded in my area. So I went to Dunkin', and even when I say decaf, I believe it's still somewhat caffeinated. I don't know why this song is coming through. Whoa, for the longest time. Whoa, for the longest I want you back to me tonight. There would still be music in my life. I want you so bad. It hasn't happened for the longest time. This is the soul journey's lesson. So I love and appreciate you guys. Oh my God, I should have said this in the beginning. I love and appreciate you guys. You're so cute. This is a safe space. I love that we're a family, and I don't have to be the one that always holds it together. You guys are freaking amazing. Seriously, I love you. You are my family. You guys are my safe place. Sometimes more than people in my life, I feel so supported by this community, and I just want to tell you that. So, surrender. You guys, that's like my favorite word. I can release my need to control. I have a thing as a high priestess, though, where I really struggle. Like, I come to people and then I beat myself up because I don't want to have anyone sort out what's happening to me spiritually. I always want to conclude the answers by myself, but then I bring in others and they think that I need their advice, and they think that I'm reliant on them when actually I really am a lone wolf. Okay, I'm really tried to, and my masculine has said that to me too. I think most people on this journey are truly lonely, but also prefer in some way to not have anyone infiltrate their energy. So, but I do feel the masculine is going through a loneliness. I haven't been talking about the masculine enough here. This is what happens with these readings when I'm on the camera. So I do want to really get into the masculine. But before that, I'm going to pull two divine feminine cards here. So we had loneliness and surrender to your loneliness, okay? Surrender to the fact that right now this journey may just be about you being alone and having the answers. That hasn't happened for the longest time. Whoa. Oh, and I am going to give out 2 decks when I reach 15,000. Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. Okay? So we don't need anyone, we find, on this journey. We don't need our masculine. Our masculine was just a reflection of us. You know, I kind of wanted to talk about it. You know, a lot of people ask me, why do you focus so much on the karmic? Why is she such a big thing in your mind? It should just be your masculine. Everyone's story is different, okay? It's a very judgmental thing to say that to somebody. You don't know, you know, what their story is. And I can't really paint the picture, but my masculine and I were neighbors, and he was hiding his girlfriend now at the time when we were involved, and there was a lot of moments where our worlds collided, me and her, and there was one where he was trying to not get me to come over his house after spending the night with him. And it's because she was there, and they had like a long-term friendship. And I remember the song that was playing when I first saw them together in his living room. It was I'm on Fire from the Chromatics. It's a remake of Bruce Springsteen. And I remember watching them talk in the kitchen. I remember them doing handstands on their elbows. And I remember seeing their friendship, something I didn't have with my masculine. This was like 12 hours after waking up in his bed. And I didn't know he had this other person. And we were neighbors. We shared walls of old row homes in Philadelphia. And I remember the song that was playing and I felt a very karmic connection to her. And I believe that I probably knew her in another life. And just to kind of paint the picture, imagine a movie or a TV show where you're a woman and you're in love with someone and they're your neighbor. You live in a very small town. It was a city, but it was a small part of the city. And your masculine is very secretive with you. They have these late night rendezvous with you. They share these things with you, but they never really share their world with you. And then you're out, you're out in town a lot. You're at coffee shops, and then you meet this girl at his house one night, and he's trying to get you to not come over, but you still don't know who that girl is. You see their connection. Okay, you put it together. Then you start running into this girl early mornings in coffee shops as you're doing all these things in this, imagine like a cold, sleepy town, because that's what it kind of felt like at this time to me. It was raining, it was cold, this time period. And you see this girl early morning in the coffee shop, she's whispering. You start seeing her come to your neighbor who you're in love with, who you've been sleeping with, door, and you watch her hand slowly disappear as she closes the door from the inside. All of these things that you never got with this person and you never knew why, they were telling you whatever. And then you start seeing them ride up on bicycles, and you start hearing things because the walls are thin. Then you start seeing them in the kitchen cook together. And then you slowly stop seeing her out in town at these places that you're going, that you're alone, where she was alone, but no, she's no longer there, and you know where she is. And all you're thinking about is this person that had a profound effect on you, and how they're no longer calling, and you're no longer seeing that girl. And the town just gets lonelier and more quiet, and more just like, you feel literally attacked from the universe. But that's also a mirrored projection of your own internal experience that you've now recreated. And then they start doing all the things that you connected with your masculine about. You start seeing it in real time, not like through social media stalking, but in your orbit, in your energetic field. And so I don't really care if someone says to me, I don't understand why you're so focused on the karmic. Well, the karmic is a part of my story, and she's very significant because she's a representation of a lot of things inside of me. So that's what it is. But anyways, thank you to my masculine, because I learned how to build a sanctuary within myself. I learned how to harness my pain into this world that I've created, where I have a sanctuary with you guys. The queen of the wilderness, the language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. Okay. I talked about this before with the tongue. It's so important how we speak, because just now, as I told that story, I brought myself into kind of a lower vibration, but I wanted to at least share it on this platform to see if, maybe you guys can understand. Some of you maybe share with me, how the karmic has been important for you and how that's part of your healing. Okay. It's another wound of mine, the karmic. So it's not irrelevant here. All right. Let's just get strictly, where is this masculine at? Because I want to get focused on the masculine. So we're at 28 minutes here. Where is the masculine at? I made it through the wilderness. Somehow I made it through. My sanctuary was this city that this all happened in. It was my sanctuary after a lot of other painful times in my life. And so that my home, my sanctuary, was ripped from me, I felt. And so I still don't really have it anymore. So that's a big thing for me, especially because I guess my love planet is ruled by Cancer home. And home is very, very important to me, having roots as a Capricorn as well. Okay, so where is the masculine at today? What's today? The 8th, the 9th? I don't know. I really don't know. I know the 11th is coming up. 3 of Cups, 6 of Swords, Eight of Cups, Seven of Swords. This masculine is trying to overcome his deceptive ways. He's trying to heal from this third-party situation. He's trying to walk away from it. He is trying to rebuild, and it's like you're not letting him. He's not letting himself, okay? We've got Queen of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. We've got Seven of Sky, which is Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and Three of Cups. So he's really trying to let go of the situation, but he can't. And so it's funny because I was talking about in my channel Love Letter, and then I was watching Sylvia from Enchanted World, and this is what came through in my love letter, is that he wasn't trying or didn't even think he would ever love the feminine. And the karma that he built through hurting her actually fucked him up because it attached himself to the energy. And so he's tried to detach, he's tried to walk away, and he's probably even blamed you for keeping him stuck in a time that he doesn't want to be stuck in. But it's not you, because you see, even when you remove yourself from the situation, your light is so powerful as a Queen of Wands, this magnetic, powerful, even, you know, sexually magnetic person, that he can't forget you. And so you made a lasting impact on this masculine, and he's trying to put his energy into other things. He's trying to walk away. He's trying to move forward with this Eight of Cups and Six of Swords. He's desperate for movement, to leave behind this old version of himself, but he doesn't realize that he created this tie because he was selfish and he did these deceptive things. The Seven of Swords is really interesting. It's like behind your back, okay? He did these things behind your back. He did all these flying monkeys to try to distract you, and then he tried to steal your mouse. Maybe it was a computer mouse or something like that. But it's his own karma. It's the way that, if that's the way the cookie crumbles, that's the way it was supposed to go, because that's his lesson, his karma. That's why he met you. It wasn't supposed to be just for you, divine feminine, to get your shit together. It was also for him to realize the lasting impact on his careless ways. And that's what I'm kind of talking about here, is that these men, even that are just kind of screwing you over, they're screwing themselves over. That devil energy is meant to destroy, and it's attaching and latching themselves onto them, but it's hurting you, but it also hurts them. So let's get from Beyond the Lemuria. We've got Air, Paradigm Shift. This is also communication, unique gifts. This is about you guys using any pain that you had to, you know, do what I did, because, you know, I've had my channel, The Seamless Unspeakable Ether. Let's see what this says. I've had my channel for a long time, and I just started doing readings because I needed something to latch onto. I was just lost at sea and felt so down on myself and disempowered that I started doing this. This is this Seamless Unspeakable. I want to see what it says. 0 point field, the void, blank canvas, threshold, anything is possible, time to choose what you want to bring into your life, endless possibilities, too elusive and mysterious to define, a knowing without words, the spaces in between, life force energy. That's the secretive energy I'm getting from the masculine, is that they want to keep you guessing. They want to be mysterious. This is part of what you're supposed to learn through this, to let go of constantly trying to figure out that mystery. You know, we do have communication here. We have the seamless unspeakable. It's almost like the unspoken is, you know, what you have to put your faith in here, because this is all about speaking and communication. Air, communication, sharing wisdom, the breath of life, movement, faith, winged helpers, intention. And this is all about not speaking. And it's like what's not spoken is actually what is the truth here, okay? And then we have unique gifts. And the part of this is all about the feminine using her gifts to decipher what the truth is without it having to be spoken directly to her. This is number 55. So your superpower is a sense of purpose, the meaning behind your quirks, exploring your interests, shortcomings. what makes you unique. Any quirks that you feel are shortcomings could be keys to your superpowers. Look for the positive sides of your oddity. Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm saying here, okay? So I'm getting a little tired. I think I'm going to end with one mystical shaman oracle card. One final message here, okay? My energy's definitely plummeted. I'm wanting to kind of pull this card, but let's see what comes up for the collective here. If my video cuts off, my battery was low, I'll just end it there, okay? I want one card because all of these don't feel legit. These are two again. Oh, magic, number 33. Do you believe in magic? I'm gonna just leave you guys with this. I don't have to interpret it. You know what it means, okay? This is the possibilities, the things that people tell you are not true, the 5D, the elusive, the spiritual, the hidden, the mysterious, okay? That's what this is, okay? All right, guys, that's my reading. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks so much for your support. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.